Hey guys, this is Cheryl here. So basically the reason why I'm posting this video is because, as referring to the topic of the video, recently I was harassed by two police men in Cheras, just behind my housing area, after I dined out with my friend. And I would say it's the most terrifying event ever. Needless to say, thank you so much to all the people who shared my post on FB, who actually approached me in DM and IM asking me whether I would like to report this case, whether I had some ID on their tags and their car plates number and things like that. Which, yes, I would say I admitted my mistake, because I was in a very scared mode at that time. All I wanted was to just get out of that phase and that moment. Everything that I was afraid, things that could happen because me being the only one during that time and facing two other policeman officers, things could happen. Now the reason why I want to be open up about this video, I just want to share it with you guys all the of my past experiences when it comes to harassment. I have been sexually harassed before. For me, harassment is how someone invades your space, or how someone makes you feel, how someone intimidates you, whether it's sexually or physically, or how they approach you, what they talk about you, how everything like that makes you feel uncomfortable. So it all started, my first harassment, I would say it's around when I was 15, when I was working in a Newtown cafe in Lake Valley, Cheras as well. So I was working in Newtown Cafe as a waitress. So during that time, I was working with mostly foreigners. So of course, waitress, yeah, you need to clear the table and things like that, right? So every time when I do to clear the table and I need to go to the kitchen to pass them the dishes, all the guys would take the advantage to touch my hands, like just keep touching my hands, until there was one time that I couldn't take it anymore, and I actually just let go of the plates, and I got scolded for that. The second event was still at the same cafe. There was this foreigner who came to the cafe. I don't want to disclose any race issue or things like that, okay? So I'm just gonna say, of course, they're men. So he came and I was just being friendly. So it's like, so you're in Malaysia. How long are you here from, sir? How long are you here for, sir? So we just got talking, things like that, and then somehow he went on asking me all these very intimidating questions, like asking me how many siblings do I have, if I'm planning to marry, and he, like, one question went from one question to another, from normal question to quite an intimidating question, where I was only 15, So, but I was like, I thought fast, and he's saying, oh, I can take care of you, back in my country, we are taught to take care of ladies, all the women in our life, all our sisters and mothers, are flowers that we need to water them every single day to give them love and things like that. So he was trying to basically ask me out. So I just told him that, I'm only 15 and we don't do it here. I mean, we don't do it like that. It's not normal. It's totally not normal, One thing about all these people, I would say, is that you need to be, as women, we need to be very smart. We need to think fast on how to actually overcome the situation. Some men, they will take it very seriously. Some men, they will take it very wrongly, and they will come and be more forceful towards you. And you can put yourself in a very dangerous situation. So during that time, after school, I would from 2:30 I will work until 11 p.m. So I said that then he was asking me, oh, well, what time do I leave for work and things like that. So I lied to him and said, oh, at around 10. And I said, oh, okay, I'll wait for you here. You know, I was like fucking terrified. And I think that day I excused myself to leave work earlier, I would say. So I told my mom about it. And then I didn't tell my dad about it. I just told my mom about it. I just had a discussion with her. Then the next 2 to 3 days, he came again looking for me. So when I saw him coming, I totally was like freaked out again. I hid it in the kitchen, and I told my supervisor, like, can you go and serve him, because he just makes me feel really, really uncomfortable. And my supervisor was also a foreigner, so when he went out, he literally came back in and said, make sure dia panggil you. It's like, can you just go serve the guy? Dia panggil you, dia not you. So I came with my like poker face and all. Of course, I was not as friendly as before. So I came with the menu and said, yes sir. Then he was like, Cheryl, why are you running away from me? Why you don't want to look at me? You don't want to see me? You don't want to be my friend and things like that. He said, I can give you everything. I can give you jewelry. I can give you. So somehow, needless to say, during that time of age, I actually stood up for myself, and I literally make a statement and say that, so we do not serve women on our menu. Yeah, I can't believe I say that, but I literally said that, and I was just so angry, honestly. Anything could have happened again, like I said, anything could have happened. And I just said, anything else? So he was pissed, and he just left. So that was the first and second incident in one workplace, okay? So the second one was, I think, when I was about 17, I think, after SPM, I worked at GSC Pavilion. So during that time, I was very, very noob of taking train. But basically, as you need to take train to go to work, right? So I think I needed to switch from LRT, the monorail, something like that, to go to Pavilion. So every time you'll be squished, you'll be like freakingly squished, like sardine squish when it comes to peak hour. People would, come back from work and things like that. So there was this, again, I don't want to mention any race, and there was this man behind me. I'm not sure behind or in front of me or whatever. Well, they were like basically molesting, touching my thigh, touching my ass and things like that. And again, I was shook, and I just didn't know what to do. I just called the station to I just want to get out of there. During my younger days as well, when I was just, I think, Form 2. So during that time, Yahoo Messenger was like a thing. And I went to this Iktibar tuition in Banatunus and on. So there was this science teacher who had an eye for me. So we were innocent back then. So he like exchanged Yahoo Messenger with other students, and also I did as well. Whenever I didn't attend his class or I was on MC, he would ask, I said, where's Cheryl? He would text me, and I am, why didn't you come? I miss you. All the things. Like the first and second time, I didn't take it that seriously until the third and fourth time when he keeps on doing that and keeps on asking for me, asking for my friends about me. It got me really, really uncomfortable that I took this up to the head of the center. And I told it was Miss Lee, if I'm not mistaken. I said, Missy, this has been going on. He's really making me feel uncomfortable. I don't even want to be in the class anymore. Yeah. So that is my experience with teacher pula lah. When it comes to lecturers pula in my college days. So there was this lecturer, I don't want to disclose his name. So yeah, I need to discuss some assignment and project stuff like that. So I texted him. And then there was once he actually texted me. He wanted to want to text me. He had the balls to actually text me and said that, I'm actually going on a short vacation, like a work trip, and I don't know, I forgot the location lah. but somewhere a station is like, oh, why don't you come with me, you know, it's okay, we can have separate rooms and things like that. So thankfully we only had one semester with that weirdo teacher. Yes, I did. I didn't complain. I didn't bring this issue up to the head or anything. I just keep it to myself. I just ignore everything after the assignment was done. I just ignore everything. That was another case. When I was working in my working days pula, I realized people always foresee women are like a sex. It's like a sex doll, like a sex item, sex symbol, whatever you call it lah kan. Another case was in GSC Pavilion itself. So we would have free tickets to go and watch movies and things like that. So I was working at a popcorn counter, and I was the only we only had two girls doing the popcorn counter there, so me and another girl, but we were like different shifts. So basically I was with more guys lah kan. So there was this guy who we watched a free movie together. I think that time was Twilight Breaking Dawn 2, if I'm not mistaken. So when we watched, he sat next to me. So we were at the stairs. Actually, we were like a couple of us lah, but he like sat next to me. So I didn't think much on things like that. But then he started to like linger his hands to my thigh, and I just, you know, I just get out of there. And again, I never bring this up to anybody. During my working days, I was interning for this event company. So there was one event that we needed to do in one of the, I think Mandarin Oriental or JW Marriott Hotel. Can't really remember. So basically 5 of us, including me, we were delegated to, you know, like stay at the corner of the event just to look see lah kan. So there was this I think he's the supervisor, or I'm not sure, manager of the hotel, things like that lah. So he came to me and he started like, like, how long are you working with this company? You know, I'm a very friendly person. Okay, I'm a very friendly person. I like to talk. I like to just, it's just my personality. So this guy started talking, you know. I just casually talked with this guy again, and then he was like, you know, I have this like, do you want to go to the rooftop? There's this amazing view, you know, there's like this pool and things like that. I think I kerja kot, bro. One thing, like, how the level of confidence kan of all these people, like that they're like, aku nak try juga. Like they don't care how old are you, they don't care who are you or what are you. It's like aku nak juga. I'm like literally working regardless lah, but what are you trying to do, bro? So even so, if I go to the rooftop with you and things like that, if I was that stupid lah kan, shit can happen. You hear me? Shit can happen. So it's like, no, I'm busy, blah blah blah. But it clearly shows that, oh my god, it's just so dangerous out there. Like they can even, it can cross their mind. Oh, he even said that it's okay, very fast one. We just go up there for like 10-15 minutes, then we'll come back down. Your boss won't even know that you're gone. And yeah, those were some of the moments that I feel really, really intimidated. So another case was when I was working for my recent company, and this was quite fucked up also lah. Working for this recent company. So there's this guy who, I was back in KL then. I was working in Johor, right? So I was back in KL then. I was hanging out with my friends, and he texted me. He claimed, well, he is one of the designer or something for my project. So he texted me and he was asking me on some of the work issues lah. So me being, because I need to liaise with all these people, I need to liaise internally, I need to liaise with outbound external stakeholders and things like that. So I'm just being professional and answering the question of how he asked me. So he was asking for some documents, and I said, oh, I'm actually in KL. I'll pass you the documents when I'm back. So during that time, he actually texted me about 9:30 p.m. like that. Then I still can remember all his messages. He was like, oh okay lah, never mind lah, tak apalah kalau macam tu, boleh tak kita borak biasa? Or like he's trying to create a conversation around that. So I just, one thing about this type of people lah kan, like again, and I say and I repeat that when it comes to working, I know that some women find it very hard to actually, we do not want to sound disrespectful. We also want to get our job done. We also do not want to just, go ahead like push them away. There are ways to overcome all these people. So what I did was that I said, I'm hanging out with friends and all and things like that. Then I just tell him that I'm hanging out with friends and things like that, and I just tell him and I refer back to what we were supposed to be discussing, which was work, and I said I'll get back to you once I'm back in Johor. So after that, he started texting me. Then I realized he was stalking me. He stalked my Facebook, so I posted a photo of me as a child, and he stalked me and he screenshot my photo as my child and said like, cute nya, things like that, because I think that was a public post also lah, my fault lah juga kan. So he got hold of that picture and he sent it to me and he just like posted back to me. And then I realized he stalked my YouTube. So on YouTube, there's one video of a Q&A. So he said that, oh boleh tak saya nak tanya Q&A juga dekat Cheryl. Cheryl suka masak apa? Cheryl suka ni. So I got really irritated. Like, can you just stop asking me all these questions? And what got me more terrified was when he asked about, he talked about my body. He talked about how, he asked how many times I exercise. Oh, my body is so fit, my body looks like this, like that. He already has that infatuation in his head, which is so fucking disgusting. And I just couldn't take it anymore. I literally talked to my colleagues. I said, can I just be professional? And like, if you were me, how would you answer this guy? So she gave me a karangan. She said, Tuan, blah 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 blah, I hope that we will only text regarding and referring only on work purposes. That's it. Then I blocked him on WhatsApp. And I think I blocked him on WhatsApp. Then I brought this up to my manager. My manager happened to brought it up to my director. My director happened to brought it up to our project director, which I feel very flattered of them doing so. I feel protected, like for the first time when I actually stood up to myself to tell people about what I'm facing. They actually do something about it. And it seems like my boss called their boss complaining about what he has been doing, how he has been harassing me. And after that, that guy still texts me like long text messages. He said that, oh, I'm sorry that if you feel that I make you feel uncomfortable, I just want to get to know you, blah 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 blah. Then I block him again. So yeah, I was in that few weeks, I was honestly also terrified. Sometimes randomly he would come to the office and he would still liaise with my managers and things like that. So if I see his face, right, I just couldn't be there. I just literally couldn't be in the office. I would literally look away, or I would sit with one of my close colleague guy friends to just so-called feel protected at that time. That was how afraid I was. And every time when I drive back home, I feel that I would look at my side mirrors, is anybody stalking me? Those are the kind that messes up a woman's mind, So that was that case. So those were the cases that I wanted to share with you, apart from these two policemen who harassed me last 2 nights ago. So I was honestly still trembling yesterday. In my mind, I keep, you just be in a zone where you keep thinking, and it's all like, it's just so messed up, because these are the people that we should be, these are the people that we should actually feel safe to be around with. But these are also the people who uses their badges and so-called working under authorities, feeling that they own the law, feeling that they can do whatever the sicko things that they want to do, just to get a girl's phone number. And it's hard because it's not that, some of you will say, oh, why you don't report, honestly, the reason why I literally put that Shara so that people would actually keep an eye out. I let the social media do the work. I can report, but again, like I say, I do not have any proof of their plates. I do not have their ID or their name. All I could think about when they were both sides were like, one was opening my passenger door, one was taking my IC and license, and I just couldn't think. Then it's just crazy. It's just really, really crazy. It's so scary to think that there are people out there still doing this shit to helpless women, to helpless ladies. So, my advice to you girls out there, it does not matter how old you are, it does not matter how you look, it does not matter what you wear, it does not matter whether you put makeup ke tak put makeup ke whatever lah kan. If people want to kacau you, right, they will still kacau you. That is what I know. Like, honest to God, on that night when I went out with my friend with the to policeman harassment thingy, I was literally just wearing my shirt and pants and I had no makeup on. Nada. You guys are gonna, she's flawless. No, girl, listen to me, okay? Girls and boys, listen to me. It does not matter what you wear. It does not matter who you are, how old you are, how you look or whatever. This shit is wrong to begin with. Let's start from there. Okay? Nobody should ever put you in a position where you should feel threatened or unsafe and you just feel so traumatized. Even so, touch wood, they didn't touch me. They could have touched me. They didn't, but they didn't. I was still traumatized. I was trembling the whole day going back to my mom. Okay? And stop blaming women. Stop blaming women about what they wear and things like that. It's, please lah, don't bullshit yourself lah. Okay? There are literally animals out there. We should... because it's just so cliche, the statements that people make. They always blame women of the attention that they get. If it does not happen to your sister, if it does not happen to your girlfriend, if it does not happen to your mom, don't you dare say that. Okay, there's so many cases out there, and it just keeps clicking in my head. Just people harassing me also. I can be that so afraid. Just imagine those that were kidnapped, that was slaughtered, that was cut into pieces, that was raped multiple times. We women just really, really need to stand together. We need to stand together. We need to raise actual men to actually teach them how to respect women. Alright? Thank you so much for hearing me out. Again, I'm not uploading this video to ask for sympathy or anything, but I just want to tell you that I have had many experiences in my life, whether it's small or medium or big to you guys, but it still made me uncomfortable in a way that I shouldn't even feel or shouldn't be put in the position in the first place. So I hope you all be safe. Please be safe. And if you're not confident or you feel that no one is hearing you out, no one is standing by you, you need to talk to someone about it. Talk to anyone about it. Because my mistake was that I didn't tell anyone about it until I was in a working phase, knowing that people will actually do something for me. Stay safe, guys.